Hello and welcome to Super Fantasy Kingdom. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this is currently part of Steam Next Fest, so you can play the demo. Yeah, you can actually play the same demo that I'm playing right now, and we are going to be starting a new run here. So this is obviously a roguelike city builder experience, and so far I have actually had a wonderful time. It has supply lines. Yeah, it's got a bunch of supply lines. So unfortunately, we only have one Guardian available. This is our current character here, so we're just going to be playing with this. So you basically go through days, and you, well, basically every single day you get attacked. Well, should we say every single night, more specifically, you get attacked by undead. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to be building well, we need to build a tavern. So let's build the tavern straight up right there. And basically you use your mouse wheel to assign people to the tavern. And then we can actually get other things. For example, we can get a lumberyard that cuts down trees. So I'm going to put the lumberyard here, and we are then going to be obviously able to build some houses once we have enough wood. So what's really cool about this is that they do give you a speed increasing thing, and obviously this is where my Guardian is right now. So my Guardian is just going to be over here doing its thing, and you can see that you can actually move it around. So if I do pick our Guardian up, I can move her to wherever we want to go in this way. You see these little squares right here, and obviously some of these squares are currently locked, so I won't be able to move them there until we get a little bit of cash. But you can see here that these are where my enemies are coming from. This is the map, by the way. It's actually pretty large. If you see that, if the white area can actually be expanded even further, I have not seen that just yet, so obviously I can't really comment on it. However, once we're done here, once we have enough wood, I'm actually just going to speed things up a little bit here. Once we have enough wood, I will be able to get a house, and then that house will provide us with an additional worker, and then we'll be able to get even more stuff done, which is going to be extremely good for us. So once that's done, then we'll be able to start getting some, well, we obviously have the ability to get a quarry up and running as well. So we could technically get the quarry now, or we could wait until we have the ability to build a house. But as you can see, all of your guardians basically, well, should we say, maybe not your main guardian, but your should we say, additional guardians that you get, they'll come in here and they will gain experience over time, and they'll be able to level up. Eventually, your main guardian is going to level up as well. As far as I'm aware. Maybe it is actually just going to happen that your Guardian will level up after the fact, after you've done a run or so. I'm not entirely sure about that. But as you can see, we have to pick a hero. So we could pick a werewolf, a skeleton, or a rune scribe. I'm actually going to pick the skeleton here because I think that's quite fun. And so we have the skeleton. So we can now place the skeleton anywhere we want. This is where our skeleton is at the moment. So we're just going to be placing him there. And we're going to unlock the spot. Oh, we can't unlock it yet because I only have 4 gold. But hopefully, there we go, there's the 5 gold, and then we'll be able to put him there. So now he's going to be right next to our other Guardian, and they're going to be doing damage together, which is obviously fantastic. So now I can get another worker, as you can see, and then they'll be able to work even better together. And then I'm actually just going to speed things up a little bit more here, and then we'll be able to get a quarry. And a quarry is going to make a huge difference to us, because then we're actually going to be able to produce stone. And stone, obviously, as you might expect, is going to be required for basically pretty much every single building, with the exception of the few starter ones that we have available here. And we are also going to get the opportunity to increase our, shall we say, influence in the area. You can see here that my previous run, I actually already expanded. So you wouldn't actually have this road going up here. You wouldn't have this road going up here all the way over to this little guy right there. He's an NPC that you can speak to. He is a merchant, and if you have a specific amount of resources, you're going to be able to speak to him, and then he'll be very happy with you, and so on. But yeah, as you can see, the skeleton got 12% of the kills. Not exactly great, but hopefully the skeleton will actually level up a little bit here. And as you can see, experience is gained through eating certain kinds of food. And you can see here that my skeleton is indeed doing that. And he's going to sit down, he's going to eat something, and he's going to gain a little bit of experience, as you can see right there. Unfortunately, he's not particularly happy at the moment because we don't really have super good food for him. But that's fine. We can't really do anything about it. So we're just going to get a quarry up and running now as well. And you can even upgrade every single building too, by the way. So if you click on them, you can then upgrade this into a forester, which grows new trees. And you can even, you know, do some other things here. So for example, right now we have one gatherer for the tavern. And you can increase the amount of gatherers that you can get, and hopefully we're going to be able to specify. Can we actually specify what kind of food they get? I'm actually going to try that out. I haven't tried that out before, so I'm not sure if that's even going to be possible, because we have berry bushes right here, which are of course going to be a lot easier for our tavern workers to get. So I'm wondering whether it's even possible for us to get anything else. Yeah, I mean, you can see here that this is currently what's happening here. So I'm going to assume that it isn't actually possible for us to get anything but berries. So that's going to be a little bit sad for us, isn't it? Yes, a little bit sad, but nothing too bad. Anyway, we need to build a sawmill. So a sawmill is going to be very important for us. So basically, the best thing I can do right now is trying to expand. So how do we expand, you ask? Well, we need to do the... this thing right here, basically. I can't do that at the moment, unfortunately, so we're going to obviously do that at some point in the near future. Maybe we need to repair this first. Yes, as you can see, we need to repair this to increase our storage. Our castle needs to be repaired, because obviously, as you can see right here, it is a bit dilapidated, isn't it? So we're going to need a couple of people to actually do this. Can I get 2 people on this? How many people do I actually have? I don't think I have enough people to even work on that. So, unfortunate, but it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully my skeleton is actually going to start doing things. Yeah, I feel like I may have made a mistake getting the skeleton. It doesn't seem to do that much damage, because in my previous run, I actually had an ogre hero, and the ogre hero was amazing. It was doing so much damage, it really was. Anyway, let's just see if my quarry is going to be doing something good. Are we going to get an additional piece of stone before the end of the day? Maybe we will. Or maybe we won't. It doesn't look like we are getting anything good there, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait until the next day until that happens. Alright, yep, that's absolutely fine. We can actually skip this if we want to as well, as you can see. And then our skeleton has now almost advanced to the next level. And then we'll be very happy with him as well, because he's obviously going to be able to then do even more damage. As you can see, our main guardian is also gaining experience, but apparently she doesn't need to go into the tavern to be able to do that. Okay, so we're going to be repairing our castle. There we go, we repaired our castle, which means that our storage has now increased. So now we can have even more things stored in it. For example, our wood is now increased by 100%. So instead of having only 4 wood available, we now have 8 maximum. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take people off this, and we're going to put more people on the quarry. We're going to take people off the lumberyard, because there is actually no point in having more people on that. We need more people on stone. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And as you can see, they are indeed doing that. And you can also upgrade your various houses as well. I'm actually going to build another house right here with our 8 wood. And we're just going to focus on stone for the moment. Just going to make sure that we have enough ability to gain that stone, and then we will hopefully be able to upgrade our things. For example, we can upgrade our lumberyard a little bit more, or we can just, you know, expand our roads and things like that. So you see these arrows right here? These arrows are exactly what you might expect. They will allow you to expand your roads and expand your territory. So for example, as you can see, reclaiming not possible today because obviously it's about to end the day, but tomorrow we will be able to do that. Our skeleton is actually going to advance in level now, as you can see, very nice. And he's gained some stats as a result. He's gained some attack damage and he's gained some HP, because your heroes can actually die, by the way. They can actually die. Don't think that they're immune or invulnerable or anything like that. No. They are very, very likely to possibly die, which is obviously not something that we really want. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to reclaim our kingdom here, and as you can see, look at this, boom, that has appeared. And now what we can do is we can wait until we get 5 wood. I'm just going to put some people on here. How many people do we actually have available? I think we have 3 people now, so I technically could put another person on this, but I'm actually not entirely sure. Do we need to? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. So we'll put another person on the stone here, and then we're just going to see what happens. Because I just need another... Yeah, we need a farm as well. I just need another 2 pieces of wood, and then I should be able to do that. As you can see, our quarry workers are going out there, and they're getting the wood from the ground there, and we also now have almost the ability to build our sawmill. We just need a 5th piece of wood, and that should be very, very easy. But yeah, you can see the supply line. This is exactly what I was talking about at the very beginning here, and now we have ability to build the sawmill. So there we go, done, wonderful. So now let's take someone off the quarry and put someone on this, and now we need to build a gold mine or repair the church. Yes. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, what I am going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade the forester here. I'm going to upgrade the lumber mill, and that's going to enable him to be able to, you know, replant trees and do all that wonderful stuff. Our skeleton is actually taking some damage, as you can see. Look at this. This is that's pretty menacing, actually. These enemies are pretty harsh, but thankfully we were able to achieve victory. Surprisingly enough, I'm actually kind of weirded out by that because, as you can see, look at this. Our skeleton's now starting to pull his weight a little bit more than he was beforehand. And what do we have here? Oh, look at this. We got another event going on. I stand for the light. Are you the legend of old? How can this be? No time to explain. Recruit one of my friends. The fate of the whole realm may depend on it. Okay, so now we can actually recruit someone. So yeah, I actually recruited the Cyclops beforehand, and I'm kind of thinking that we might get him again. He does a lot of damage. I personally think he does a lot of damage. Maybe that's cool. Maybe it's not. I think it's cool, but I actually can't do it because I don't have any wood bars. I was going to say no, I don't have any ingots. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do any of this, which is... I don't think I can do any of it, can I? No, I can't re-roll or anything like that. I just have to say no thanks, unfortunately, because I don't have a gold mine, as you can see. So, me having a gold mine would actually make a great deal of sense. We also need to... Yeah, we also need to do that. Okay, yeah. So, I think what we're going to do is we'll try to get a gold mine up and running. I don't have enough glory to be able to expand any further. How much glory do I actually have at the moment? I've got 9. Okay, so let's actually just reclaim this a little bit. Reclaim this as well. Okay, so as you can see, this mines gold ore, and that's going to be really, really easy for us to get. And we need a smelter as well. So as you can see right there, we need a smelter, and that's going to cost me 9 stone. So basically what we also want to do is we want to try to increase... No, these are not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay, that might be okay. I don't have enough glory to be able to do that. But yeah, as I said, there's a lot of different things around here that you can actually interact with. So for example, you can do this, unlock more posts at the cartographer. So for example, if I want to get a wood pile or wheat or stone or anything like that, I can do that. And as you can see, look at that. We just gained 3 stone, which is actually what I wanted to do. And yeah, we're otherwise just going to let the game just run now. But yeah, basically, we just want to try to upgrade as many things as we possibly can. And hopefully we'll be able to get the gold mine up and running. I don't actually know what happens when you repair the church, so maybe it's a cool idea to repair it. But we've got people already working on these things, and I kind of want to get another house, but unfortunately, as you can see, I am going to need to upgrade our castle to have the storage capacity available to actually do that. So it is a bit of a balancing act right now, and we are, of course, going to have some issues here. So upgrades roads and houses using stone. So if we had a mason, if we had a gold mine, it would obviously make sense. And our sawmill, as you can see, is actually doing a very good job right now as well. Unfortunately, the supply line between the lumberyard and the sawmill is very long, so it is taking a lot longer for them to get from point A to point B, which is exactly the reason why you want to be a little bit careful on that. And that's the reason why, for me personally, I feel like I made a bit of a mistake there. So, you know. Just if you check out the game, then you know not to do that. You know to build your lumberyard around here and then build the sawmill right next to it. And boom, there we go. I died. Yep, we died because these enemies were really, really good. So there we go. Don't worry, you can get it back. At night, fallen heroes enter the tavern first. As long as they get any kind of food, they recover back to full HP. They do not gain any experience from it though. You can build the graveyard to move one fallen out of the way. That hero will enter the tavern normally and can get experience. Alright, so technically we could accept defeat here. Should we do it? Yeah, I guess I'll just accept defeat and then we'll just go back and just do it again. Because, as I said, I've learned something now, right? We learned that the lumberyard should actually be done a little bit differently. And as you can see, look at this. We got our achievements here. Kill 13 monsters in one day and die. Yes, we did those. We did those things. And now we can actually do this. So unfortunately, these guardians are still not unlocked. However, look at this. Now we can get a couple of upgrades. So we can get these passive benefits here that are actually going to provide us with something significant. So let's actually see. Is this actually going to be useful? Let's see. Increase area of effect, physical defense, critical chance. Kind of thinking additional health, additional damage. And we've got 36 points left. Critical chance. Oh, I can't do critical chance, unfortunately. Physical defense. Go for physical defense or something like that. And then we can just continue onward. And there you go. So then you just start again. However, have you noticed? Have you noticed? Yes. Every single thing that I did last time where I unlocked roads and building areas, all of that stuff is completely intact, which I have to say I absolutely love. I think that is a fantastic, fantastic thing. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to get the lumberyard here this time, and we're going to be putting 2 people on that. I actually don't even know. I think there is one person on that already, or maybe there doesn't even need to be a person on that. But yes, we are hopefully going to be getting a lot of wood here so that I can actually build a saw. I could get the sawmill really fast, actually, technically. If I didn't want to go for the quarry, I could get the sawmill almost immediately. That might make more sense. But then I need to get a house, don't I? I need to get a house. So I'm going to build a house around about here. And yeah. Okay, fine. It might take me a little bit longer. Okay, wait a minute. What if I put 2 workers on this? Because I mean we've only got 2 workers because obviously I do have, you know, 2 houses. I mean technically 2 houses, you know, because we start with 1 and then we have another one as an addition from the house that we've added here. So I'm not entirely sure if that's going to work. Maybe it does work, maybe it doesn't. But we're going to get a new hero relatively soon. And obviously we're going to continue gaining resources after we lose. And that's obviously going to be very, very useful. And there you go, we're done. Okay, here we go. Now, here we are. Let's. He's going to give us. Something. So look at this. We got a Death Priest unlocked. This is our new character that we unlocked thanks to dying. So I'm actually wondering, what do we want to do? Do we want to actually use this guy? What does he do? He has a support role and he attacks and summons. And I don't know. I kind of liked the Cyclops quite a bit. I thought the Cyclops was really, really powerful. So I'm thinking that maybe we want to do that. I don't know. I'm going to go for the Cyclops again this time. Maybe it's a bad idea, but I'm going to go for it. I've got 6, so I can actually unlock this spot once again. And there you go. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to speed things up a little bit as well. And let's see. Can I get the sawmill yet? No, I can't. That's the thing. Funnily enough, what we do need is we need planks. We need planks to be able to get the... oh yeah, no, we actually do need a quarry. Never mind, we actually do need a quarry. I was actually misremembering that. It's because we need stone to be able to upgrade our castle. Oh well, my bad. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. We're going to be absolutely fine. We've got 2 people working on this, so obviously that's going to be good. And yeah, we also obviously need stone too. So let's actually put someone on that. Can we get another house? No, we can't get another house just yet. I could actually stop someone from working on this. How much food do we actually have? We have 4 meals total right now, which is not exactly great, but maybe it's going to be good enough. I don't know. Maybe it will be good enough, but as you can see, look at this. Look at the Cyclops. It literally flings these massive boulders at opponents and does 18 damage to them, basically insta-killing most enemies. And I just literally cannot imagine not having this thing. Look at how much damage it does. It does so much more damage than our main guardian here. And imagine what happens if this thing levels up. So the skeleton, in comparison, was basically doing nothing at all, you see. And that's the reason why I think that the Cyclops is so much more powerful, which is exactly what we wanted, obviously. Anyway, I am going to be putting people off of this, and we're going to get more people on the quarry, because we do need the stone, of course. And I'm actually wondering whether we even need more meals. I feel like we can probably swap someone off the tavern now, and we can probably just put more people on other things. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so they've been converted onto this, and now they're going to just go ahead and do that. Hopefully they're going to get a lot of stone. I want them to get a lot of stone, massive amounts of it, so that we can just very quickly upgrade our castle. There we go, we got 2, and then we got 3. Look at that, look at how fast that was. That was actually super, super quick. And we're done with that already, so now our storage can actually be increased, and we're just going to be... I'm thinking we'll probably go for another house so that we can get more, you know, so we can get more wood, more workers, you know, all that wonderful stuff. That's all we needed. So let's actually just put more people on this now again. We don't even need meals, as I've said before, because obviously at the moment we've got 6 meals, which is another 6 nights, technically, because obviously, as you can see right here, every single time the heroes come in, they're going to be eating something. And as you can see, my Cyclops has now advanced in level. And this is an insane character, because I don't know whether you noticed, but the skeleton had much more damage, but it feels to me like the Cyclops just absolutely murders everything. So I'm really, really pleased about that. Anyway, okay, let's finally get the sawmill. Boom, there you go. And now we can actually get a... we could probably get another house as well, and we're just going to let our people just go at the same pace right now, because obviously they're getting wood, and there's actually a lot of stone being taken by our donkey here, or whatever it is, our horse, little character there that's running around. And I do need to obviously get a person on that, but I can't currently do that because I don't have enough workers. So we're just going to need to get another house first of all. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll swap someone off this and put someone on the lumberyard instead, because we've got way too many of these anyway. And we also have the ability to obviously spend some stone on this, which might make sense. However, I think you do need 2 workers on this to actually make it work. So unfortunately, that's probably it's probably not going to work out too well, but it doesn't really matter too much, because we are now having, yeah, I mean, look at how much damage our units are actually capable of dealing right here. This Cyclops is just an amazing character. You can recruit new units, by the way. You can recruit new units by building roads over to their areas and then seeing what they actually need and or want. So, for example, if I show you right here, like this guy, for example, if we select him, you can see here that I can recruit this guy for 4 stone. So I can get a swordsman immediately for 4 stone. Like, for example, this guy, I can get this guy, look at that, crossbowman, for 4 wood if I want to. But obviously 4 wood is not really going to be something that I want to do. I can even provoke this monster to attack tonight, this one right over here. And there's a number of other things that you're obviously capable of doing. For example, I can expand my territory in this direction if I want to. So look at this. Look at this. Yeah, we're going over here. And look at this. Upgrade village to start with 1 more worker in future cycles. Yeah, and that's exactly the point. That's where the roguelike portion comes in, with the exception of obviously being able to upgrade your character in the meta progression screen. You're also, of course, as we've seen so far, having the ability to upgrade and maintain your roads, because your roads and the expansion of your kingdom is persistent. So the more you do that, the more you don't even need to do that the next time around, every single time you start a new run, which I very much think is a cool mechanic. I love that. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually just going to swap someone off there. We're going to put someone on here, and we're going to put someone on the quarry as well, so they can actually start all working together. And we are probably going to be recruiting someone from that, and I'm hopeful that we'll actually be able to get 50 shards, because I would love to start with 2 workers. Can you imagine how much faster our progression is going to be if we started with 2 workers instead of just 1? I can't imagine it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be significantly powerful for us. Restore the land to start with 1 more wood in future cycles. Again, all of these little nodes around here, they all have the ability to provide you with these kinds of benefits. Like, for example, you see this one right here, same thing. And this is just going to cost you some shards. Same thing right here. It's going to allow you to start with more wood. So generally, if you start with more wood, what's going to happen? You're going to have the ability to expand just that much faster. And you get shards for killing enemies, by the way, from what you can tell right here. As you see, every single time I kill one, I gain a shard. And yeah, it's just so incredibly powerful. Really, the Cyclops is just absolutely murdering. And I absolutely love that. That's really, really nice. It's actually so good. One thing we need to do though is I need to remember that I cannot randomly just forget to put people on the tavern. I need the gold. Okay, yes, he needs gold, and we would be able to recruit someone here, but unfortunately I don't have the ability to do that because I don't have any ingots, so we're just gonna have to say no thanks to that. And yeah, otherwise I am obviously going to have the ability to upgrade. I need to upgrade our castle once again. So I need a gold mine, of course. I need a gold mine. And we are going to need to place a person on the tavern, I think. Because if we don't do that, then we're not going to be able to... actually, no, you know what? No. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it for now because we obviously still want to get some planks here. I'm going to restore the church first, I think. And then we're probably going to stop the sawmill. And I think that's probably going to be good enough. So let's actually get some more people on wood here. And we should be fine. Yes, there we go. Now I can repair the church. There we are. After unlocking a special job, you can deactivate it. To do so, you can or activate it. You can hover over the building and press this. And the next steps involve smelting gold, upgrading heroes, using the hunter, and growing wheat to get beer. And remember to explore the world. And the tutorial is now finished, basically. So obviously, if you've been playing the demo for a while, you're going to be playing the tutorial for a few runs, as you've seen. Because if you get a little bit unlucky and you don't get the Cyclops, because I personally think the Cyclops is super strong, but obviously, you know, there are bound to be other, there are bound to be other monsters and other various things that you can, of course, choose and play with, and they're probably going to be just as strong, dependent on what you want to go for there and what they're all about. But I personally think that this game does things extremely well, and it's exactly what you want out of a roguelike city builder. You know, it literally provides you with the resources required to expand, and it continually gives you that sense of progression. It gives you that sense of progression every single time. Look at this. Lay your fallen to rest, +3 recruitment experience bonus. That could be really useful too. But look at this. There's a farm here. So we can harvest wheat if we want to do that. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that because what I want to do is I want to get the carpenter, actually. So, yeah, my bad. I actually took someone off the sawmill. So we're going to get someone back on the sawmill there. And he's going to go over there and do that, as you can see. Well, actually, he's just going to go and rest now because it is indeed the end of the workday. But the point is, this is a wonderful title. I'd highly recommend checking it out. Super Fantasy Kingdom is what it is called. There is a link in the description. It has a demo available right now, and if you like it, you should definitely add it to your Steam wishlist. And just look at the map, okay? Just look at how large the map actually is. It's pretty insane how large it is, and you are going to probably be able to explore pretty much all of it, I'd say. Right? Right? I actually have no idea. I have no idea. Don't quote me on it, but I think that is a fantastic thing, and it's going to be a huge amount of fun to play. It's actually a huge amount of fun to play even now, and I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when it is further along in development. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. No performance problems, no crashes, no bugs, no nothing like that. It is a very smooth experience. And you know what? I'm actually not going to end the episode off here because we are up against a boss. And I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to show you the boss right now. I'm going to show you the boss because why not? I think that sounds like a pretty fun idea. And let me actually just see. Can I build the gold mine yet? No. I need more planks. So let's actually do that. I'm going to get the gold mine. There it is. And I'm actually thinking that we're probably going to die here, to be honest. I mean, it's actually quite funny because I personally feel like we would be able to probably defeat the Goblin King without too many issues. But unfortunately, we're having some problems with my Guardian here. My Guardian is having some issues actually taking damage from the Goblin King. Yeah, there you go. That was a hit. That was the hit. That was the hit. Okay, so technically we can accept defeat right now, or is there something that we can do to actually... No, we're going to have to accept defeat right there. Oh well, never mind, there you go. But again, as I said to you before, this is really very, very charming because all I have to do now is just start a new game. But the funny thing is, you don't start from the very beginning. Yeah, sure, your kingdom is completely different because obviously you're going to have, you know, kind of like a different layout, right? But look at all of the roads.
Is to die in battle.
Look at all of the roads right here. Every single road is completely the same. You can do this, as you see here. Look at that. You need 500 shards to be able to upgrade your workers. But look, I start with 2 workers this time around. And that's just what I'm talking about. That's how amazing this actually is, because it gives you that sense of roguelike progression, but it doesn't give you that additional frustration of having to start from 0 every single time. Like, sure, yeah, you do have to build up your forces again and all that stuff, but that's part of the challenge, obviously. You know, defending against all the monsters and everything, and the random nature of which hero you're going to gain every single time. Anyway, as I said before, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.